Yeah, but not at the office price. No,
Yeah.
you pay full price.
So welcome to the Mastermind. Yay, we are already having some discussions here, and that's great. I was just showing Julie that I got this in the mail yesterday, and this is the hard copy of her book. And so COVID, thank you, because this is a great gift. I'm not going to go, I'm doing all my Christmas shopping on Amazon. And I'm waiting till Black Friday to see what else I might get. However, I should have gotten two, and I may go back and get another one because I remembered my granddaughter and her fiance, sort of. They love hiking, and they do a lot of hiking in the U.S. They do hiking in Colorado, in Utah, California. They're going on the one for the Appalachian, up the Appalachian. But they went to Spain to visit friends there a couple of years ago. And when they came back, I think, Julie, it was right about the time I was meeting you and the nonfiction authors, and I was telling them about the book. And I didn't know that much about it. All I knew was it was a book about the, El Camino. So anyway, so I'm like, I was going to get this for my brother-in-law, and I still may go get him one, but I'm like, I'm giving this to them because I think they'll love it. And then I have, I'm getting ready to order copies of Kathy's book for my granddaughter that is a teacher. And my granddaughter, as a teacher, is she's an activist right now, actually, and she's very much into some of the things you talk about in your book, Kathy. The truth.
Okay.
The truth. Well, teaching kids the truth, not about George Washington not ever telling a lie, even when he chopped down the cherry tree and all that. She wants to tell the truth. And so, because this is the anniversary of the Pilgrims landing on the Plymouth Rock, then I think that'd be great. And the fact, I think, Kathy, that we have not promoted enough, but we should, is that your ancestors, you have ancestors, you trace them back, and that's how you came to this story.
Right.
Stories, actually. So I think that's great. And what did you say, Brian? Oh, this is the real Sandy Lawrence talking. The other Sandy Lawrence is just watching.
I forget. My bad.
I did see another question come up. Oh, Lydia says, I have the paperback of Magic Cats on pre-order. That's true. So Magic Cats and Sarge. Is Sarge on the same thing, $9.99? Okay, those are the paperback. Is that a paperback you're holding in your hand? That's the paperback, and here is the hard copy. This is another hard copy. So I'm getting a series of hard copies. I already have Magic Cats, and I accidentally gave him that ahead of time. I didn't even think about Christmas. So I gave him that a couple of months ago when I first got it. But then when I got Chief and Sarge, I'm like, this is Christmas stuff I'm giving away here. So let me save it. So I keep it right here so I can show it anytime. So yay, we're talking Christmas today, and we're going to be, so today is going to be like, a Q&A. And we got lots of stuff going on. This is the beginning. This is we're almost to the middle of November, for God's sakes. I just feel like we just said this is the first Friday in November. So we're going to talk about that. But we also wanted it to be like a open forum. So and we may start doing this on at least a quarterly basis, maybe monthly if it's that much of an interest, is, what questions do you have? In this world of publishing, where this group, I want to say just a couple things about this group, and then this group was started not just to be networking group, and not just to be a book launch group, and not just to be anything. But this book was started because for the whole time I've been in business, my goal has been to help authors and help them sell books. And so we started this group. I think the very first course that we taught, so every Monday night has been training, and every Friday has been Mastermind. And I'm a member of a couple of masterminds. And so I just kind of followed some things they do. But the whole purpose of this group was that we could help you sell books, help you with the marketing, help you with the publicity. That includes the book launch. That includes Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That includes press releases and all the things that we do for our clients. So I want you to, yeah, Amy, I don't know if I can or not.
You want me to? Okay. All right, you guys. So this is an exciting day for all of us, especially Sandy. So as of October, me and Sandy have been in communication, and at the end of the year, Sandy has decided that she is going to retire. So with that being said, Sandy is not going away. Sandy is going to be more in the background, and I'll just be the face, pretty much is all that it is. Everything's going to continue the same way that it is. Nothing's really going to change, except Sandy gets, time to herself and to spend more time with her family, which is what she's really kind of wanting to do after this insane 2020 year, and her health issues and stuff that she's had. And David is going to be having back surgery and stuff in January, so she's just decided that she wants to kind of take a step back for a little bit and spend more time with family. So everything is still going to continue. We will still have the membership group. Everything will still be there. Sandy will attend when she can and she chooses to, but she has made the brave decision, and I think it's a fantastic decision for her to retire and kind of take time for herself and go back to doing the things that she loves doing, which is, she loves working with authors and stuff, but
one of the things I made sure I did was tell each client individually first. And so last week is when I told, so a lot of you don't even know about one of our clients. His name is Dick Elam. He's he has a resume that looks like, oh my gosh, he's done everything from being the head of the publications at University of Texas to being like the head of the a town in West Texas, and I'll think of it in a minute, that he was University of Texas has a chapter there, and he was very big there. Then he went on to the University of North Carolina, did all kind of stuff there, and he's written books after books after books. He's also so well known. But he's 92 years old now. And so his dog, most of you remember when we had the client that does the roller derby, and she was our client for a while, and she said, my dad wants to talk to you about you helping him. And so I talked to him, at 92 years old now. And let me tell you, this guy, he's hysterically funny, for one thing. His writing, and all of you should check out his blog. And Amy, I don't even remember what the name of his website is that has the blog. But if you think of that, can you put that? Because Amy helps promote she does his social media. But I have met with him once a week since then as a client. And so when I told him that I was retiring, he said, Sandy, I'm 92 years old. Do you know how many times I've retired in my lifetime? And I'm like, I'm guessing a lot. And so he said, I've retired from all these things, but there's always something else come up and want me to do that too. So I was talking to him today, and he's just like, can you put this out on Twitter for me? It's amazing. And so I told him, I said, Twitter, I need one-liners for it. And he's very good at writing one-liners. I said, why don't you write me a one-line that I can use about you, so I'm not constantly telling people that I'm not constantly telling people you have a great resume. And so I said, maybe your daughter, because his daughter's on every one of the calls. I said, Cheryl, maybe you could write a one-liner about your dad. And he goes, please no, please do not let my daughter write a one-liner about me, because nobody will want to read any book I write after that. So anyway, it's just been that's just one of the experiences that I've had in the last few months with talking to clients. And I mean, there's no way I can tell you the joy this has brought to me. So, Brian, no, it's not although my health is not getting to where I feel wonderful. It's not my health, I'm retiring. I just want some time to do other things while I still have the energy and the health to do. So anyway, this was not the way we were going to do today's call. So one of the things I do want to talk about, so CJ, to get me out of this, and tell them about the page on your website, please.
No problem. On Texas Sisters Press, we have a Christmas specials page. Basically what we're doing is all the books that are going on special for Christmas. We have, it's probably a little easier if I share. Do you mind if I share the screen, guys, for just a quick second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me pull that up real quick before I do that. On Monday night, I'll be talking more in detail about Christmas specials and probably the easier way to handle it. So it's pretty simple for everybody. But on Texas Sisters Press, we have an actual Christmas specials page. So what I did is I dressed up the banner, a little blurb about the Christmas specials. And as you can see, here's the general overall of them. And then each of the books that are going to be going on Christmas specials. And I need to add, I'm changing all of my ebooks up to 99 cents for the holidays as Christmas specials for people. They're great stocking stuffers, etc. The anthology that we just promoted and the videos that go with them. So basically, anybody who wants, when we go to share it, all we really have to share is just this one link, because all of the Texas Sisters Press books are all on the one link that's for Christmas. So it makes life a little bit easier, and it gives you only one link that you have to share. So for like Rock Hill, you guys can do a Christmas specials page, and then after Christmas, just take it down. It's pretty easy, but that lets all of your authors literally just share the one link, which drives a lot of traffic to your site as well.
And James, I don't know. James, do you do your own website?
Yeah, I do.
So that would be really easy for you to do a page and make it look Christmassy and all that stuff, because
Yeah.
you already have all the clients. Or
Well, for the bundle page, we have a bundle page that I created on the
True.
yeah. So I'm just going to repurpose that after the bundles are over.
I was gonna say, just call it the Christmas bundle.
Yes, I have a Rock Hill special page, which isn't visible now because it's for the bundles. So I'm going to make that visible to do the bundles. And then right after that, we're going to rename it to Christmas, throw some Christmas decorations on it, and we will be rolling.
And so we can also put, so here's what we're going to do for our website is Amy's going to create like a landing page. They're all landing pages, really. We're going to create a landing page in Kartra. And then what we will do is take Kartra, when you create a landing page there, they give you the code link to go put it on your website. So, so we'll have a page on our website. And so one of the things we'll have on our website will be the link to Texas Sisters Press and also to Rock Hill Publishing and to Kathy's book and of course Julie's book. Well, and Julie, I don't know, you have your own website. Do you want to put a page on your website, or do you want us just to put a link to your book like on Amazon? You're muted.
Sorry, I mute myself because my stupid landline keeps ringing. I have more
Okay,
than.
so Julie, it could be somebody wanting to give you money, so it might not be a stupid landline call.
No, they never want to give me money. They want to scam me out of money, or they want my opinion for free, neither of which I'm going along with.
I know, I was just kidding you.
So I sell more than my book. I sell my Christmas ornaments. So best to send people to my website, my Bayou City Press website.
Very good. So do you have a page on your website that you can send them to?
Shop, the shop page, yes.
Okay, got it. And does it look Christmassy?
No,
Okay. Well, maybe you could make it look Christmassy just till Christmas.
right.
So Kathy Helison, where will we send people to buy your book? You're muted.
Right. I guess it's best to just send them over to Amazon or Bookshop.
I mean, do you
because-
want, for like your new book, do you want to send them to Blue Willow?
Yeah, yeah, Blue Willow's been incredibly supportive. So yeah, I'll be happy to send them to Blue Willow. Yeah.
Okay,
Because Blue Willow can order from anywhere and they can ship anywhere. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do Blue Willow.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, so,
Yeah.
and we'll have you all review it when we're ready to do it. So ready to put that page up. Savannah, you guys, they can do the pre-order for your mom's book now, right?
Yeah, the pre-order has been on Amazon. Excuse me. For a long time, and you can pre-order on all the indie book sites too.
Okay, good, good. And now, do you have any idea when they're going to do the ebook?
I think that they're gonna do. I don't know the date, but I do know that they're gonna do like a giveaway. But Greenleaf is handling all of that.
I know, and I am familiar with Greenleaf, so just let me know when they're going to be launching the ebook, and especially if they're going to do that free for a couple of
Okay.
days and do the, because we definitely want to help your mom get to #1 on
Yeah.
Amazon.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Okay, and ask your mom when is she ready. So now that you know that Amy's going to be taking over, and you guys will be be able to work great together. But can you let us know when we're ready to meet with your mom to talk about next year and marketing and stuff like that.
No, for sure.
Okay, so just get with her and ask her when she's ready to have another meeting or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so so today was ask us anything. So does anybody have any specific, before we can talk the whole time about holidays, we can talk, oh, James, where's James? James, let's talk about Miami Book Fair for a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
So what would you like to say?
Rock Hill Publishing, if you're seeing any of the posts that I'm doing on Facebook, Rock Hill Publishing is participating in the Miami Book Fair. Miami, is anybody not familiar with the Miami Book Fair? Because it's the largest one in the world. They have a book fair every year that people love to get into. That's one of the ones where Delia went to that and had her book there the first year it was published. James has been going there for years as a publisher. That's where he met Haley, because she was there showing with her book. So it's huge. They normally have over 200,000 people attend the Miami Book Fair in person. This year, what, James? Did you say something?
No. It's okay. My chair was
Okay.
I'm in the kitchen, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you look like you're in a room with books in the background, so.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. So this year, the Miami Book Fair is virtual, all virtual. It's free to attend. And let me tell you, they have some great authors doing workshops, and they've been having those for a week or so. But the one I wanted to attend that I did not get to was Margaret Atwood, who, if you're familiar with her, she wrote the Handmaid's Tale. Was it the Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, Handmaid's Tale that you wrote.
Okay, so they have other authors of that level. So go check it out, MiamiBookFair.com, and then Miami Book Fair Online is also where you go to sign up. So in the midst of this whole thing, they're still having the marketplace, which is vendors. And they, so James is a vendor, which means he is signed up to be an online vendor, and he will be in the marketplace. He will have his own quote unquote booth. So we're going to be doing something live. It starts Monday and it goes through it starts Sunday, goes through the next Sunday. We're doing something live every day. So we're doing Facebook Live. So on Sunday, so James, you talk about now, what are we doing Sunday and each day during the week?
Okay, so Sunday, we're going to start off with just a general introduction of all the authors. Everybody going to get a chance to speak. So it's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern to 8 o'clock. And we'll talk about what everybody done, how they found us, that kind of thing. So for those who don't know us, will get to know us. And then during the week, we're going to do a half-hour discussion, readings on the specific genders that the people write in. So like we'll have a science fiction one, we'll have a romance one, we'll have one for adult fiction and fantasy. And then we'll have like discussion panels, roundtables, and we're going to discuss the different topics. What brought people to their genres? What do they find? What's different about writing in one thing as to opposed to another? Since you all know I write in at least 3 genres, and so it's going to be a discussion with the authors. We'll probably do a couple of live readings during then. We're putting stuff up on YouTube that would also people can go to, and they can see everybody reading from their books on YouTube. So it's going to be a lively affair, and I've done I think 4 or 5 of these already. And what the author marketplace is that for the whole week they have the different events on the campus of Miami, and then on the last weekend, they have a row with just vendors, and all the different book companies and publishers and stuff like that are down these 2 streets or so. And we have our little tent, and people sell books. Sometimes it's just a single author, sometimes it's a whole company. And so we get to show our wares. As it would to the people passing by and everything. And like Sandy said, that's why I met Haley, because she lives in Florida, and she came to the book fair one day, came down, seen us, talked to us, pitched her book to us in person. And from there, we decided we would pick her up. So that's kind of what the marketplace is. It is an actual street vendor type of event. And now they're going to do it online, and I'm waiting for the link to the marketplace to come out, and I haven't got that yet, but as soon as I do, I shall pass it around.
When are you supposed to get that?
Hopefully before the 15th, which is when it starts.
I know, because I'd like to start promoting that. So I went to the website so I could tell you about it, but I see that I'm not too late to watch Margaret Atwood.
No, that's what I was saying. It starts on the 15th, so Margaret has.
She'll be Sunday night. I thought she was going to be like early, but however, so I'm looking at it. I clicked on it, and this is I love how people are very creative. I love this. To go to her event, a book purchase is required.
Yes.
Is that not the coolest thing?
Yeah.
So guess who will be buying one of Margaret Atwood's books before Sunday night? Because I want to go that, and I can add it to my watch list, but book purchase required quick. I don't know what book it is. I'm going to go look and see. Is it The Handmaid's Tale? Is it no, it's actually one of her books on poetry.
A new one.
The new one. Oh my gosh. Author of The Handmaid's Tale. And she's written more than 50 books. So here's
Yeah.
all the ticket guidelines. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? So I hope it's not the same time as your event. I'm teasing. I would not go to hers if I would buy hers to make sure. And plus, they're not giving you the ebook or the option to buy the ebook.
No. On some of these things where they have the authors that the Miami Book Fair has, even if it was in live event, you would still have to buy the book in order to go and hear the speech. Yeah.
And so she's going to be in conversation with the New York Times book review editor, Pamela Paul. Okay. So just getting to know who Pamela Paul is and something about her would be worth buying a copy. Besides the fact that I get the book and everything, it would still be worth it. So that's what I want to get into, some of these ideas. So we need to come up with an idea that we as a group could do, although I will be retired, so I will be a consultant. But it would be great to have something like this where we have an online event, and to attend you have. So what if we did that with any one of y'all's books, that we have an online event, and to be there, you have to buy a copy of the book.
What if we just did a telesummit and that's what people had to do? They had to buy a book to listen to you. And then if they want the replays or whatever, then included in the replay of your session or whatever, then they get the ebook, but they have to buy a hard physical copy of your book.
So that's one of the things that Amy and I have been talking about, is telesummits. We were just with a client, and we had a client just for a very short time, and we actually stopped because I knew I was going to retire, and I was getting deeper and deeper and deeper with stuff he's doing. So I did recommend that he go get another publicist and all that, and he did. But in the meantime, while we were working with him, he bought this $1,000 program about how to have a summit, how to have your own summit. And so he contacted me the other day and said, if you're interested in having access to this, I'll be glad to sell you. We can buy it together. So I am seriously considering doing that, because I think, given some time now, we're not going to do that like right out the gate, but after I review it, Amy has a chance to review it, then we plan it. So that might be something I'd be interested in doing, could manage the summit then. So if you're interested.
You're going to get a lot of practice this week then, because you're going to be managing my live events.
I know. But that is similar. You're right, that is similar. And if we were doing this summit, we could probably record everybody's presentation, and then during the live summit, then we share it. Very similar to the way the nonfiction authors does their biannually or twice a year conference. So they have, if you're going to be a speaker, they record it and they show it during the live days of the conference, and you pay to get the recordings. Okay, so back to questions. Anything else you want to?
Let me just say one more thing. I see that you were asking for anybody who wants to do speaking, teaching, and because I heard from Julie today about setting up book through Ingram, I was going to do one for y'all on Ingram. I'm in the midst of creating it, since I just did David's book and making a PowerPoint of it. So give me another week or two, and I'll put it all together, and we can do that for a Monday night. I can teach people how to actually navigate through the Ingram world of book publishing.
And that'd be great, because I know, so we have helped our clients get on Ingram. And to start with, it was very, of course, it was extremely confusing, but we had to get them off Amazon's complete. When you sign up for Amazon, you can sign up for just going to US or going wherever. And you have to get off the one that goes everywhere before you can get on Ingram, because Ingram will then sell it to Amazon, which is what you guys were talking about as far as getting it from Ingram. So James, that's a great idea. Get with Amy and we'll have a date on that. We also have a guy that's going to be speaking sometime in the next few weeks. His name is Amy. What's his name? Because it's a very different name. Oziel. I know his first name's Oziel.
It's Oziel. I'm gonna butcher it, but it's like DeBall, and he's actually gonna be speaking on the 23rd, and he does like Podcast Houston, so he's gonna be talking everything podcasts and everything the 23rd.
And he's first of all, he's a very good speaker, and he's been doing podcasts now for a while, and he started this group called Pod Houston, which, like this group, it is a private group and you pay for it. But he spoke at the Houston Writers Group's Indie Boolooza, and he invited me to be a member of his group. So it's been very interesting being a member of his group. So Amy, one of the things he asked on Fridays, I think it's Fridays, that we can share information about our groups, our podcast. So I do want us to put a blurb on there about Author Talk. Okay, so James, anything else about the Miami Book Fair?
Just everybody show up and come. Like,
And
we
as
can use
soon
the
as
form.
as
Yes.
soon as we have a link, we'll be promoting that. Right now, I'm just putting information out there, but we will be putting the link as soon as we have it, because we would love for you guys to be part of, like Sunday night, we're going to be talking about all the
Well,
different authors and stuff.
I don't think I made you the host of the Facebook Live event.
Did you send me the Zoom link?
Not the Zoom link. You got to give me the Zoom link. I sent you
Oh,
I
okay,
made you the host of the Facebook Live event. So
And
you
I
can
do-
send
that's-
that link out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I am, and I'm going to create a special one. That's right, because some of the times are when we have other people joining us. And the other day we had my whole family join when I'm in the middle of a Rock Hill meeting. So,
Can you repeat the date for James's thing during what date is that?
starting
It's-
Sunday, the 15th.
This Sunday?
Yes,
This Sunday, yes.
at 6 p.m. our time, Julie, 7 Eastern. But he will be live every day, the entire week at 6 p.m. our time, because they're going to do something every night, and they're going to invite and now that it's online, so I mentioned earlier that the Miami Book Fair has 200,000. Now that it's online, they have over 300,000 people that have signed up for this event.
So to expose my total lack of understanding of all this modern technology, we just go to Miami Book Fair directly and sign up to participate and get the link from them?
No,
That would be one way to do it. That would be one way to do it. That you can go to the
Or-
Miami Book Fair online, and then from there, they'll have a link to the marketplace. And of course, all the other things that are going on.
Kathy,
But-
you would have to find them that way, though.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to have to search for them. We will be giving you the link.
Then it'll go straight to James.
It'll
Right.
go straight to Zoom. It'll go straight to Zoom.
Okay, and you're live every night at
no.
6 our
It
time.
won't go to Zoom. I'm sorry. It's a Facebook Live, and it's going to go to my Facebook page and to the Rock Hill Publishing page.
Okay, so we just get the link to get to you, Sandy, then we'll be watching what James is up to.
Right, right.
Okay, thank
Right.
you.
But so
And
that
and-
said, I want you to go to the Miami Book Fair though and sign up. It's free. Go sign up and go see some of the people they have. Well, see some of the people they have first, and then and there's lots of people, lots of authors. So go look to see if there's somebody you want to hear. Like I've watched a few episodes of The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu, I think it is, wherever it is. And so I've not read the book. I may buy the book and read it. I'm sorry that that's not the one we have to buy to be there. But anyway, go look to see who the authors are, and you may want to go to something other than, definitely want you at the Rock Hill, everything Rock Hill's doing. But beyond that, there's lots of other stuff going on.
Yeah, and we're gonna have 20% off on all print books, hardcover and paperback. and you'll just have to use the MBF 2020 code when you check out. And all the books will be for 99 cents, the ebooks, through Rock Hill Publishing. So that's going to be the Miami Book Fair special pricing.
And I am getting so I have the link now, and I'm going to post it. So just click on that, and you can go to where you can register for it.
Hey, can I mention something about a different book fair?
Yes, absolutely, please.
So for those of you who are not part of Alan's group, he has started a project to sign up Texas authors for the London Book Fair, which is in May 2021. So it's going to be a group thing, and it's virtual. So you'll only be submitting like your sales sheet, but it gives you a presence at the London Book Fair. I'm going to the Galveston Book Fair this afternoon, so he'll be there. And if anybody has any questions, I can pass them along and ask him. But he's asking for $50 to join the group, and he has to have a certain number to be able to afford to register for that. So that's months off. You don't have to decide now, but it is a book fair along the lines of what James has been describing for the Miami Book Fair.
And if you're not on the, whether you're a member of Texas Authors or not, or Author Marketing Guild, you can still sign up to be on their get their newsletter. And the newsletter will tell you these kind of things. Julie's been a very active member, and I'm so glad you are, Julie. So, but just, if you want to follow it, if you want to, do you mention stuff like that in your newsletter, Julie?
No.
Okay.
I talk, I've mentioned like the week of Kathy's launch, I had Kathy on there, and I forget I had some other event, but my newsletter is mainly what I'm up to. So like the Galveston Island Book Festival was on last week's, and it'll be on this week's too. But.
Right. So sign up for Julie's newsletter and you'll get lots of great information as well. Any questions? Anybody have a question about publishing, about anything you want to ask, either Amy about social media, me about publicity, any of the other authors, anything? So any questions? Brian.
So it looks like for Black Friday, looks like a lot of the retailers are starting early.
I know.
And I mean, like Target's doing like the whole month, pretty much until December. I know that it's going to be pretty crazy. I know that a lot of stores are closing Thanksgiving, and online sales are going to be unbelievably crazy. I know the book, with, just reading, because I have a book that's 4 years old. And so I'm like, okay, I need to come out with the next version for 2021. I've been reading a lot where there's some genres that are doing really well during COVID, and there's some that are not. What are you seeing when it comes to, I don't know, I haven't been on here lately, so I don't know how Julie's book is doing, or how Kathy's book is doing, or how some of the other books are doing. What are people feeling with COVID? Are people home buying books, ebooks? What's the kind of market feel for the rest of the year for, because everybody was really excited about Black Friday. That's where I always hit #1 in different categories. So I was just kind of getting a feel of how the market's doing.
Anybody want to answer that before I say anything? Julie, any response from you on that?
I'm getting kind of strange results. As I said, I've seen on Amazon that copies of my hard copy have already been purchased and are being offered now as used, which was very strange to me because I still haven't gotten my copy of the second version from Ingram Spark. But anyway, yeah, people seem to be buying my stuff on Amazon, not so much on my own website, but on Amazon.
The Rock Hill stuff been going pretty good. I've noticed that David's book has hit about 40, 50 sales, something like that, within the last week. And a lot of it is from the book launch itself, but it has been going pretty well, and so have some of the other authors since we started launching them this summer. So yeah, we are picking up a steady stream of buyers.
one of the things I noticed, so Brian, the book and the book launch stuff, when we had David Fallour's book launch, we did not. I mean, it was not what I considered a raving success. We didn't get him even in the top 10. And that surprised me because David is a Houston native, Houstonian, has written all kind of books about Houston. And this is his first novel. And I'm like, I think he's going to do great. Send out the press releases and all that. But, you know, when he had his launch and when we sent the press release out and all that, there was so much stuff going on with COVID and the election and all of that, that it's kind of like blip. He was a blip. So I didn't have a lot of high hopes for David Balog, and yet his went up to like number 3 or 4. So way up there. And his is a fiction book, and I mean a fantasy book, and so it was just very, so strange things are happening, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't have any magic crystals, but I think until we get things calmed down with the political transition and we get people through, I'm going to use the word trauma, of how we are or are not going to celebrate the holidays as we normally do, I think people are just really distracted. I think people are still reading. I think they want the distraction of a good book, but I think to try and grab people's attention out in the general public sphere is a really hard thing to do right now because, I read the Chronicle every morning and at least 50% of the content is, will Trump leave the White House peacefully or will he not? What'll happen if he doesn't? Regardless of where you are on the political spectrum, this is what is absorbing all of the oxygen in the media right now.
And you're absolutely right. So it just means that we push harder and we plan more strategically. So a brand new book from Brian Bearden would be really nice to promote.
What I decided to do was, I said January 2021. I'll take the holidays and rewrite it. I don't want to promote it because there are some things that that are different. I need to get the new book out there before I promote it. So I was like, okay.
I'm coming out of retirement.
Okay, so I can go, hey, this is this is not the 4-year-old me.
To give Brian a push.
Actually, Roger Leslie's doing a good job with that. I'm working on the new rogerleslie.com website, and I'm like, Roger, what you can help me do is get going. So.
Yes, that was great. That's great. I'm glad he's pushing you. So, but yeah, so are you planning to still do it? Are you going to do another promotion though for?
No, I don't think so, because the problem is there's some links in here and all that kind of stuff that's not correct anymore. So I definitely need to update the Kindle version and then get the new print version out. So I just decided, okay, well, I'm not going to promote it during the holidays. I think Kathy said it right. I think, especially for business, I think if the transition goes well and we get a vaccine, I think next year could just be gangbusters. I think it could be really good for everybody. So I just think, okay, well, you're planning, if everything's going to be really good, you got to have some kind of marketing to go with it, whether it's good or bad. My business has been way up because sales meetings aren't happening. And so people are going to websites to get research done. And so we're doing a lot of website redesigns on websites that haven't been touched. And the last one hadn't been, the news was 2009. I'm like, real? I'm like, the first thing people think is that you're out of business when they see something like that. And so it's been very busy. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to take the holidays and start, I actually put it on my calendar because I just decided put you on your calendar. And that's a little sticky note right here. It says put you on your calendar, which is okay. I'm never going to find that perfect time to go to a lake house and write. So I just decided let's take a couple tips every couple of days and work on it. And so I'm going to be working on that during the holidays to get the new book launched for early 2021, like probably sometime in January. So
sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because I figured the way business is and all that, and especially since I use this book for as a business tool, I definitely want to use it so that it's updated, so that it talks about, make it easy for people to do business with you. Don't confuse people. If your business model, if you only offer pickup now, or you offer delivery, or however your business has changed, you need to address that. Because whether it's COVID or a hurricane or a flood or fire or anything else that's going on in the world, you just need to let people know what the current situation for you and your business is. So.
And I don't want to make too much of a big whoop-de-doo about 2021 New Year, because we did that in 2020, and that's what that was the beginning of this year. We're just getting ready to end, and it's like, okay, I'm going to go into 20 and 21 and then just sneak in, and so
that's a good way to approach it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the clock just changed. Oh, okay, that means I need to write a new date on my checks. If I still write checks.
I saw a meme on Facebook that it's like, remember Mad Max was set in 2021. It's like, okay.
We should have looked at history then. Lydia, you want to share your news with us?
Yeah, I just logged on my other computer. I logged on to ACX, and they finally have released. It says that my audiobook for Nightmare King is headed to retail.
Wow! Yay!
So, and that was something that we were talking about earlier with the audiobook thing. I got an email from ACX that was basically a general apology to everybody who had done submissions over the last few months, because with COVID, they've gotten a ton of submissions. And, one of the things that they do is they review every audio file for the technical side of things. And because they had a bunch of newbies doing it, they just got swamped in their review process. And so they were like, hey, our bad, we take responsibility, but thank you for your patience. Please continue to be patient. So I was just kind of like, look, if I can just get it up by December, because mine was submitted on the 30th of September. And I was like, where is my book? So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. If you are, working on an audiobook, whatever, just keep that in mind that ACX is running a bit behind their normal sort of 30 business days. So I literally was like, I have no idea when my book's going to be here. So I just checked it, and it says that they're heading to retail. So Amy, at some point we'll chat about me getting on Author Talk to talk about my audiobook, and I'll reach out to Tess Primack and we'll get her on with me, because she's delightful, as y'all all know. And so
if you've not met Tess, she was also the narrator for Greg Kelso's book, and that's how Lydia actually met her.
Yeah.
So but she's amazing.
She's delightful to work with. She's really good. She's a pro. And while in my head my dragon sounded like James Earl Jones, I told Tess, I was like, I realize that you've got a pretty big range, but you can't get James Earl Jones, so just give him a British accent and just go for it. So she it was amazing, and it's an amazing experience. Julie can probably talk about this too, because Kathy, aren't you working on an audiobook, or it's coming soon or something?
Yes, and I just got an email this morning that the gal who is coordinating it has sent it over to the distributing company to produce. So
okay,
I don't know how long that's going to take, but it's.
Have you actually heard some of your review files?
I listened to the entire thing.
Okay, good,
because they said you can't fix this. It's not like a print book. You can't just go in and make a small edit. So no, I spent last weekend listening to the entire thing.
Yeah, but it's a surreal experience.
It is. It really
it's just
is.
like you're like, and I guess as a fiction writer, I mean, these characters have lived in my head for and so you're just like, wow. Yeah. I mean, I went from wanting to dance around the room to cry.
Yeah.
And, all that stuff.
And some of them sounded like I imagined that they should have sounded, and others are like, well, that's not how they were in my head. But She said, I didn't realize this. I never counted. She says there's 60 different characters in my book. Some of them are very, very minor parts, and she didn't, come up with a specific voice for them. But for all the major ones, she was trying to keep all the different voices straight. It was
Yeah,
that would be very
that's what Tess
challenging.
did. And that was another reason I was like, I'm paying a professional because,
oh yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't,
yeah.
So anyway, so I'm excited. So I'll keep you guys posted. So
That is very exciting. Yes.
Can I ask maybe a out of line question? I don't know.
You can ask any question you want. That's what ask.
Way back, several months, we were talking about a promotion that you did in a previous year, the 12 days of Christmas. And people had said they really liked it and it really worked well. And then you said, if, as I remember, well, we'll look into doing it again this year. And I haven't heard a peep since then. So maybe y'all decided
There's
not
many
to.
other things going on but I do want to get that page done. And if we want to do, I'll be happy to. So yes, let's talk about it and see. Now would be the time to do it, or we have it ready to start launching December 1st. So, and that is one of the things I asked you guys to look last week, to look at any holiday gift guides, because that's what we did, a holiday gift guide, 12 days of Christmas. So if any of you, so I still have everything we did. I just have to go in and change out some of the authors that are not with us any longer and all that. They're just left the program. There's still a lot, but so yes, Julie, and then get all of you in that and we may want to do it a little differently than we did last time. So Amy, let's you and I talk about that. And so we would lead that with what we would do is from that, we would have them go to the page on our website, which would be the Christmas page. So yes, thank you, Julie. Thank you for reminding me of that. Honestly, I'd kind of forgotten about it. So that is a great thing to do. Did anybody find any other holiday gift guides that you liked, that you want to talk about?
I told everyone last time, whenever that was, about the Lone Star Literary Life Guide, which is all books.
So check that out. Did you gave us the link, didn't you, Julie, at that time?
You just go to just Lone Star Literary Life and they'll have it there. I'm sorry, I didn't put a link in.
That's okay.
I have it for Monday night. It's on one of the slides.
Okay, good. That's right. So Monday night, remember, CJ, talk about that one more time, give it one more promotion on that, and then we'll be sending out an email about it.
Basically, I'm doing like practical ways for holiday advertising. There's different options. There's different ways to do it. Kind of more the trends, that sort of stuff. Basically, everything holiday advertising.
Very good. That's perfect time. Okay, you guys, that's perfect time. So, Amy, can you get the email ready for that and have that go out on Monday to not just to this group, but to the whole list? And then we'll put something about it on Facebook and some other places to promote that we'll be talking about that Monday night. Because holidays, remember this, holidays are the best time to sell your book, period. Because not just for people reading your book, but gifts. I am buying all these hard copy books, and I haven't bought hard copy books for a long time, but I'm buying them because I think they make a great gift to someone who's interested. So as I mentioned earlier, I have Kathy's one on the Pilgrims going to give to my granddaughter, and then the one Julie's. I showed Julie's earlier. If you missed that, this is her hard copy of her book, and this is I'm giving to my granddaughter and her fiance or boyfriend or whatever status they're in right now, because they definitely love hiking and they love going to Spain. They went to Spain already. So anything else? Any other questions? Any other things anybody wants to discuss? You guys never have that many questions. Either y'all know everything or you're not interested in knowing anything. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. So Amy, any last word from you?
I think she may be chasing down children.
Yeah,
I
no.
think she's mothering.
I'm here. No, I told everyone earlier, my life revolves around pumping. So I had like just finished that. So no, I needed to see that. But no, I mean, like I said, you guys, nothing like in January, nothing's really going to change except you'll hear a lot more of my voice. So that's really it. But if you have like ideas or suggestions, you guys, please feel free to send them to me and email me because I'm open for suggestions, new ideas, new kind of speakers. I'm totally open for it. So other than that, no, I mean, I'm good.
Very good. Thank you, Amy. So any last comments from anyone? If you don't have a question, do you want to say anything?
Galveston Island Book Festival tomorrow, 2 to 6. I'm going down today.
And is it going, so it's all in person? It's not any online or anything, any virtual?
Correct.
Okay, got it. So,
Okay, I'm also going to be at the NBBF, which is, I believe, the National Black Book Fair. So I have one of these holiday things coming out. So look for that.
do you have is it virtual or in person?
It's virtual. It's actually a catalog. So they're putting out a catalog. You were saying that last week or so.
Yeah.
About doing the catalog stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
And they have one. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, so can you give us a link on how to get to it?
Yep. When I find it, I'll put it out there.
Okay, got it. Put it in the group or put it on put it on your Facebook and tag me or something.
Yeah, I will. When I find it, I'll put it out.
Right. So I will get you, I'd totally forgotten that I was getting you that Zoom link. So I'll go do that this afternoon and get that to you. And then that way we'll meet on Zoom Sunday, but we'll also, everybody will send you the link to Rock Hill Publishing Facebook page. And you have the link to my Facebook page, but I'll send you that link just in case. So we want everybody to be there for as many of those as you can, or as you have time to be there. So yeah. Oh, I love that little Shih Tzu, Lydia.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
And invite your friends.
What, James?
I said, and invite your friends.
Invite your friends. Yes. Post in your groups. I'm posting in our group, so post in your groups. And then don't forget that on the when we get to that weekend, 27th is Black Friday. So we'll be talking about, you need to be finalizing anything you want to do for those days, because if you want to have your ebook for 99 cents, or if you want to have it for free for a couple of days, the way we got Brian to #1 for how many years, Brian, were you #1?
3.
3. Same book. Okay, so what we did was start promoting it on, well, we started like now, but it was free on Friday, the Black Friday, and then Small Business Saturday, because that's what he does, is work with small businesses. I think we left it free on Sunday, and then, but
Actually, what was really unique about it was we did a little promotion in the fact that it was free on Friday for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and then Sunday was just free, and then Cyber Monday. And then we actually had a lot because we talked to people about, hey, if you're a nonprofit and you need some help. So we did Give Back Tuesday as well.
Yep. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days, his ebook was free, and he was #1 for 2 or 3 of those days. So
it was great.
Yeah,
it was on Small Business Saturday. We hit #1 in small business marketing.
Yes, that's right. I remember that because we had different categories each year. So yeah, so we did great with Brian's book. That's why I want him to get out that next book that he's like me, he's been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
So, and I do the same thing. I talk about all the stuff we're going to do, and then we finally do some of them.
But I want to congratulate, because I haven't been on here a lot. It's been pretty busy, but I want to congratulate Julie and Catherine and CJ and Lydia and all the other people who wrote books this year. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have stood in your way and said, oh, it's COVID. It's kind of like me. I'm like, I just did what's next. Because something that I learned, and I'll share with this because I have little sticky notes all over my thing, is everybody has a passion for something. And what I heard was, in the doing, you get disconnected from the passion. So basically, it's like, oh, I want to write a book. Oh, I don't know anything about proofreading. Oh, I got a proofreader. Oh, I got to get it set up for Kindle. And all of a sudden you get lost in the fact that the passion is to write the book. And so, in the doing, we get disconnected from the passion was something I learned. And I just thought, what great. But I want to congratulate everybody for not, being like people like me who are like, nah, I got too much going on or situation, and basically going out there and writing it. Because I know Julie and Kathy have some really unique books, and same with Lydia and CJ and all of James's clients and everybody else. I just congratulate y'all.
Thank you.
It really has been a great year in spite of everything. So James, how many books did you publish this year, James?
5. We got 5 people.
5
out.
books.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
all of them were first-time authors, right?
Wow, that's
Yep.
impressive. Yeah.
So very good. We had launches for all of them, and
Well,
I got to know them because we've met once a week now for a year with all of his team, and
Well,
it's been just amazing.
I need to thank this group because I have had 2 short stories published this fall, and I never would have thought to publish short stories. And well, I had never really thought about an audio book. It was this group that inspired me to at least ask if that was possible. And then, the people at the publisher said, well, yeah, we can do an audio book. And then, I found somebody to read it. And so, yeah, it hasn't been a horrible year everywhere. So,
And I'm glad you said that, Kathy, what you just said, because the plan with Amy and I right now is that December will be free to attend any of the things we do. And in January, there's going to be some changes. And if you sign up in December, it's going to be at the current price, but we're going up with the price. I've been a member of several masterminds and groups this year, and I can tell you that not one of them is $47, not even close. And most of them have gone up the entire year. So we are going up. Amy's going to go up in the price in January. But what we want to do is make it so you guys can get your affiliate, get your link, so you can be sharing it with people through your email and what you do. And that way, anybody that joins, then you get paid as a result of that. And so what I thought we would do in the month of December is have some author talk shorts, and we may call them through the eyes of, we have author talk shorts. But anyway, I want to have some like small videos of you doing exactly what you just said, Kathy. Like, how did it help you this year to be a member of this group? What benefit? So then what that will do is, not only will it help us because we'll use that for our promotions, but it'll help you because we can, at the end of the short, we'll talk about your books and how they can get your books, and we'll go ahead and do it so they can have time to get them for the holidays. So, CJ, Lydia, you guys definitely, we want to have you on. James and Athena, of course, you, Brian, and then any of the other members that are not here, we'll be telling them about that as well. So we got lots of fun stuff coming up. But have a great rest of the Friday and the weekend, even though our favorite saying between David and I for the last few weeks has been, what's a weekend? What's the difference between a Saturday and a Monday or Tuesday these days? So anyway, have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys on Monday.
Sandy, what time do you want to meet with tomorrow?